Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I cannot wait to share some Reiki with all of you. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself or make any requests for your personal healing. We're going to get things started off with a beautiful crystal grid that we are going to build together exactly to all of your requests. So you can request for the specific aim or point, or you can request specific stones, and if I have them, I'll add them to the grid. If you are returning, welcome back. It's wonderful to see you again, and thank you for the ongoing support. And if you are watching this as a video replay, if you'd like to skip ahead to just the healing over a distance, skip ahead about 1 hour or where you see the lights begin to shift, and that'll be your cue to jump in and enjoy the music and the Reiki. So thank you again so much for being here. If you'd like to learn more about me or what I do, I've been doing this for about 14 years, not on YouTube, but definitely been doing this for about 14 years. But if you want to learn more about how to practice Reiki, I teach live online Reiki certification training. You can also schedule a one-on-one distance session or reading with me, or shop my crystals at learnreikiphiladelphia.com, which is also linked in the description. So let's go ahead, take a peek over at that grid, and start saying hello to everyone in chat. Awesome. So we're starting things off a little different today. I did peek ahead at the chat to see what requests there were, and I did notice a request for jade. So I replaced the mirror for jade. So we have our copper spiral here. This helps to break up blockages, get the energy flowing, and jade is really superb for everything, but particularly it's seen as a good fortune stone. It's good fortune in every way, from family and life to relationships to work to community, all of it. Good fortune in abundance, and good health and longevity in abundance. So we have that there for Jen, and we're going to see what else we have here. Let's see, we've got Patty, Virginia, Chris. It's so good to hear from you. I'm so glad your sister is doing better. Thank you for sharing that with us. Sylvia, welcome in. Jennifer, good to see you. And Grace, it's good to see you too, although I wish you were feeling better. So let's go ahead and start putting out some crystals for everybody. Fawn, good to see you. Okay, great. So let's see. Grace, you have a fever and a cough. Well, let's take care of that. Let's see. Let's start with the fever. Two of the great stones for fever, iolite and pyrite. And of course, I'm never the, put away all of your modern medicine and only do this, that, no. Do all the things that work for you. I'm not here to tell you what not to do. I'm here to offer you one more thing you can add to your healing recipe. And iolite is superb for anything that has to do with really opening intuitively. It's great for spiritual sight and clairvoyance. It's wonderful for things like shamanic journeying. It's also great for making good money-based decisions, helping us sleep, and it's superb with fevers. So we'll bring in iolite. The other stone that is marked as helpful for fever, as well as lungs, is pyrite. Pyrite has, of course, other meanings as well. I like to think about it as fool's gold brings the real gold. It is great for manifesting financial abundance. It's also fantastic, as we mentioned, for fever and lungs, but also the brain and memory. It helps us to open up intuitively, while at the same time it is protective and kind of sets up a little bit of a filter for us. So there's pyrite. And yeah, so there's that one. And for lungs specifically, I'm going to go ahead and add in some green kyanite. This is one we've been using a lot for like really inflamed lungs, colds, allergies, and illnesses. We used this during the high points of COVID with a lot of luck for helping the lungs. But yeah, everything with the chest and the lungs. Also great for balancing our spiritual life with our more mundane, regular kind of life. Uh, I love it for its connection to spirituality and the connection to plants and the spirits of plants, as well as wisdom from intuition. So it's green kyanite. And Grace, I do hope you feel better soon. Let's see. Put those here. And Jennifer had some requests. It looks like you are struggling with a headache. I'm really sorry about that. We will bring in your requests. First was kunzite, which is superb for unconditional love. It's angelic in its loving, supportive, sort of like soul supporting energy. I absolutely love it. Think of it as unconditional love and like something to help you flood the heart with really good energy. That's kunzite. So we're going to go ahead and put that here. Yeah, that's a bracelet of mine, but it's a perfect fit for this. We also have rose quartz. Rose quartz is a very consistent and stabilizing force of unconditional love. This can help us to recalibrate our expectations of what's available to us in the world. That makes it a lot easier to let go of things that aren't helping us and don't serve, because if we feel like there's something better to come in, it's a lot easier to allow it. So that's rose quartz. We're going to go ahead and bring this in. Put some here, some there. Rhodochrosite is great for headaches, and it's also great for asthma and the lungs as well, the heart and circulation too. But mother-child bonding, connecting with our ancestors and or deceased pets, as well as channeling and connecting with ancestors in that way. But yeah, this is a great stone for headaches too. So that's rhodochrosite. So we'll go ahead and we'll put some here and here. Moonstone is a beautiful stone that helps us to connect with the rhythms of nature as the moon controls the tides. I often think of this stone as very connected to the High Priestess in the tarot deck. This is connection to divine wisdom and the divine feminine, as well as ancient spiritual techniques and secrets. This is a good one for helping to open your intuition, as well as for finding your spiritually aligned soulmate. This is for you. But it's also great for releasing patterns and for protecting folks while they travel too. So any type of lunar magic that you might be working with, if you do special things on full and new moons, this can be very helpful for you. It's also just a great stone for reconnecting with the natural rhythms and cycles of nature and feeling more connected to the earth. So that is moonstone. Larimer is a stone of helping you to reach your spiritual goals, even the goals that are a little bit beyond what we see as even possible at this point. This is a stone that helps us to focus on our spiritual purpose, following our intentions and our intuitions on that road, but also to really trust our intuition and trust the way that feels right in our hearts. Nobody's spiritual path is going to be the same as anyone else's. And this is the stone that not only reminds you of that, it reminds you that feeling like a pioneer on this road is a good thing. It means you're doing it right. So go ahead, add some Larimer in if you need to feel like it's okay to do things your own way and to essentially become that innovative spiritual pioneer that you need to become. So Larimer. Let's see, let's put that here, this here. and ruby. Ruby is great for the courage to be yourself and for leadership. And for that matter, if you are trying to find courage to be yourself as a leader, this is great too. But yeah, anything that has to do with leadership, big picture thinking, being able to plan lots of different features towards an end goal. But yeah, definitely with courage to be exactly who you are. And so this is beautiful ruby. We'll bring some of that in. So I'm glad that you are here, Jen, and I hope you get plenty of rest. I'm probably going to grab a couple more stones for you at some point, just to kind of help you get some good, relaxing rest. But thank you for being here, and I hope you feel better. Patty, so glad you are here. Let's see. Let's also do Sabrina, welcome in. Blue sky, it's good to see you. Fever, headache, dizziness, nausea. And fawn. Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to get to everyone's requests. Let me, anxiety, self-love, EMF, tension, stress, all of the above. Let's see. And you said allergies. Gotcha. Okay. So definitely seeing a couple of themes. I'm going to first bring in green calcite because green calcite is like my go-to when it comes to really anything that has to do with a lot of anxiety. This is one that helps to not only help to calm, reassure, and support you through the anxiety, but it also helps with releasing the physical tension that comes from that anxiety. Anytime we're anxious or stressed out, we'll hold it in our body, we'll kind of cringe. Some people, think about where you hold your stress. For some people, it's the jaw. For some, it's the back of the neck. For some people, it's the pit of their stomach. Everyone's a little different, but we know what it means when we stress out and we hold that tension. This helps unwind that tension. So bringing this in, this also helps with nervousness at the physical heart. Like if you tend to be very nervous, this can help dial that down a bit. So there is green calcite. Rhodonite is another one that's great for the lungs and for allergies and asthma. Asthma is definitely rhodochrosite too. Rhodonite, I thought, there's two that I'm bringing in for the lungs and allergies specifically for Patty and Key. One of them is rhodonite. This is also a great stone for, it's often thought of as the breakup stone. So it is generally pink and black. Some specimens are more black than pink, some more pink than black. But rhodonite, like I said, allergies, asthma, also any kind of autoimmune stuff going on. But specifically helps with the lungs and also on an emotional level. Like I said, breakups, but unrequited love, any kind of broken heart where you're looking to heal your heart so that you can trust love again someday. This is a great stone for that. It's also great for balancing yin and yang in the body and dealing with insecurity. So we'll bring this in. So that is rhodonite. Aventurine is another stone that helps allergies. It's also great for the eyes, fertility, and helping us to kind of expand what our goals are. Sometimes we limit ourselves with what we think we can do. And this is a stone that reminds you that you can maybe do a little more than you realize and helps you to recalibrate your future goals based on that. Can also help anyone that's afraid of learning any kind of new computer skills. If that's holding you back, this is a stone that can help reassure you and calm you as you move through that new learning. So that is aventurine, green aventurine specifically in this case. And I did see that Blue Sky mentioned possible perimenopause, EMF. So I'm also going to do pink tourmaline, which is great for hormones on any level, but all women's health, any gynecologic issue. Also for migraines, neuralgia, mom and baby bonding, and even to help break up a negative self-image so that you can replace it with something more accurate and help to lift your heart a little bit and see yourself in a new light. So we'll bring this in. I'm also going to bring in some unakite, because this can be great for menopause, perimenopause, onset of menses, all of the above. This is another one that's great for women's health overall, including women's relationships, but this is great for heart circulation, body fluids, and metabolism, as well as all the different hormone cycles of a woman's lifetime. It's great for addictions, especially for quitting smoking, and particularly for fertility and to promote healthy labor and delivery. Hey, Belinda, I hope you're doing well. So that is unakite. And if it is EMF, let's bring in this shungite. This helps with EMF. It also helps with recovery from illness, injury, and surgery. So definitely helpful for Chris's sister. Definitely helpful for Susan, who is often here. She just had surgery on Monday. So yeah, this is shungite. This is physical tissue repair, but also it helps to absorb energy out of the body that we may have taken on in any form, like taking in someone else's energy by mistake. This helps to clear our energy field. It also helps to shield us from electromagnetic frequencies, or EMF, that can come off of regular electronic equipment that isn't physically harmful, but it can trigger certain responses that feel like sickness, dizziness, even being underwater, and even paranoia. So that's shungite, so that should help. For nausea as well as manifesting financial support is citrine. Citrine also helps us with logic and intuition, fibromyalgia, addictions and compulsions, but yeah, nausea and manifesting financial abundance. The biggest things I use citrine for. So yes, we will bring that in. Citrine is what happens to amethyst when it is under the ground, under greater heat and pressure for quite a significant period of time. It will eventually turn into citrine, and that's why it's that beautiful sort of orangey brown that's just really delightful. So that should help. And as far as dizziness, vertigo, that kind of thing, let's bring in some lapis. This definitely helps with vertigo and hearing loss, anything inner ear. It also helps with integrity, truth, honesty, open communication, owning up to our commitments and personal responsibility, helps to aid in disorganization. And this is really one of those stones that's thought to help you in your career to kind of move up the ladder a little bit. So that's lapis. And for fever, we have pyrite and iolite too. I'll feel better soon. So we have the stone for anxiety. Let's do some self-love. Let's bring in some fuchsite, which actually Belinda Wade, I think, is it you that kind of pressed this, that this would be a good stone, and I'm glad you asked about it. Fuchsite is wonderful for boosting the power of other stones and for self-care. It helps encourage joy and fun and experiencing life in a very lighthearted way. It helps to encourage play. It aids sleep disturbances and helps you to do any kind of inner child work as well. So this is definitely a self-care stone that'll help you find some lighter side of things and some fun. So we'll put that there, at least for now. I did see that Patty put something. We could use some fluorite and a strong rebalancing stone. Key is here. Hey, Key. Had a migraine yesterday and a neck ache today. Many people seem to be having these conditions and flaring up, especially pain. Yeah, and the comments today definitely corroborate that. A lot of folks are struggling with that. I will definitely bring in some fluorite. Fluorite is good for chaotic energy, and we are between eclipses right now. That's chaotic energy. So let's bring this in. This definitely helps you deal with chaos, whether it's personal or in your environment. It also helps bring comfort, especially to moms and newborn babies, and relaxation. It makes relaxation much easier. So I'm going to bring this in. So that's fluorite. The other thing too, lapis helps pain and inflammation. The pink tourmaline is helpful for migraine, neck ache. Let's see, muscle aches. Let's do some blue lace agate. This one helps arthritis, skin allergies, sore throats, and tension headaches. It also really helps us to communicate difficult feelings, whether it's difficult for us to convey them, or if we know that what we have to say is going to be difficult for someone else to hear, this can help soften the words. So this is blue lace agate. That in there, and I hope that helps. Yeah, absolutely. Pyrite, carnelian, snowflake, obsidian, intention for grounding. Absolutely. Pyrite we have in there already. Let's bring in some carnelian, and I pulled the snowflake for you already. Grounding, absolutely. Also bring in hematite to help us with grounding. This is a deeply grounding stone. It's got a high content of iron, which gives it a physical weight, like it feels physically heavy to hold it. And as it's got a large content of iron, it can help us, and it's got that weight, it helps us to feel like pulled into the earth. Hematite is one that helps to take the normal energy that we are done with, that we're ready to expel, and helps us connect with the earth and allow that energy to transfer and move out of our body so it can be recycled and transmuted by the earth. This can help us to feel much more harmonious and like we're letting go of what we don't need, and leaves us in a better space to prioritize other things and to make room for what does matter. So this can be very grounding. So I'll bring this in. Okay, there we go. Carnelian is great for relationships. It's also great for calling on a romantic partner. Great for fertility and sexual function and dysfunction. Great for cold and allergies also, and for, in general, the way we relate to the world around us, everything that involves the sacral chakra, and every way that we relate to others. So not just romantic relationships, but everything from colleagues and coworkers to housemates to neighbors. Creativity as well. Carnelian is a really superb healing stone that helps to bring us a lot of balance. So let's go ahead and bring that in. And Snowflake Obsidian can help with inner peace, body, mind, and spirit balance, serenity and peace, especially after times of loss, and clairaudience, which is the ability to hear spiritual guidance. So clairvoyance is visual sight, clairaudience, it's intuitive audio, intuitive hearing or listening. But yeah, it helps to calm overstimulation, and it's great for releasing trapped feelings of guilt that are holding you back. Hey W, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we will put some Snowflake Obsidian here and here. Hey Lori. Oh, absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, definitely send lots of love to your mom. I can absolutely add lots of extra healing for her. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want or any particular intention you have. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So let's see. There's a couple of good stones for that. Let's bring in, for digestive and like tummy stuff, Dalmatian jasper. And this is just a great stone for so many folks for so many reasons, but this actually has black tourmaline running through it. That's the black spots. Black tourmaline is helpful for dispelling and repelling negative energy. Going through a stone like this, it makes the stone very helpful for removing energy stuck in our energy field that just doesn't need to be there. It helps break it up. It's also great for bringing about cooperation amongst people and for digestive disorders of every kind, everything from too much acid to like weakness and not enough energy to, IBS, Crohn's, all the different things. Also great for breaking up cynicism. So we'll bring this in. This is Dalmatian jasper. And another one I want to bring in. Peridot. This is great for bowel, IBS, any of that kind of stuff. It's also great for anger, jealousy, breaking up habits and belief structures that aren't serving you any longer, and for encouraging and deepening friendships with people who help to bring out the best in you. So that is peridot. She's in the hospital? Okay. Keep me posted. Let me know how she's doing. And lots of love to you too. Sleep, mind, and well-being. Sleep. Iolite helps. Labradorite helps even more. This definitely helps better sleep. This is also good for detailed attention, finding errors, and a lot of data. It helps to calm disputes, especially in customer service type environments or retail environments. Brings about a sense of harmony in any kind of workforce or work group. And it helps with clairvoyance, again, the spiritual sight. So we'll bring this in. Okay, you're so welcome, Lori. I'm so sorry to hear that. Lots of love to Dell. Okay, another one too. And I feel like we could all use this. Zoisite. This one helps with the bowels too, but it also helps with facing problems that are in our way that we might be procrastinating with, or it just might be one of those things that it's like, oh, I have to deal with that too. I feel like this could help Jen. I know it definitely helps me, but it's also great for releasing negativity and for if you feel like kind of almost apathetic towards things that used to be important, this can help reignite that flame. It's great for helping us reconnect with nature. And it's also got a strong connection with fertility, which there are a few people that are asking for that. So definitely helpful. So we'll bring in Zoisite. Okay, and yeah, definitely keep us posted. Okay. Rachel, absolutely. You'd love some good energy around finding a job. Yeah, we can support that. Absolutely. So let's do... Let's do some tourmalinated quartz. This is one I usually use for finding jobs and any other like secondary source of income and stuff. Lapis helps too, which is already on the grid. But this is black tourmaline again, but this time running through clear quartz. So we can kind of see those little tiny threads of black tourmaline. And in this case, it helps to release and ground any nervous energy. It helps with the black tourmaline in this case is thought to really break things up. It's thought of as a scar tissue stone, whether that's on the body, in the body, or even more importantly, in the emotions. This can help break that stuff up so that we can process it and move forward. It's also great for new jobs, gigs, passive income streams, any new income streams, as well as fortune, luck, and even help with protection if you are traveling. So this is helpful. So I'm so glad you are here. Put that there. I'm also going to put separately to that rutilated quartz. This is clear quartz with rutils running through it. And rutils you can find on their own in nature, but they're these, big spindly things. When it's running through quartz, this helps to focus the mind and enhance the mind-body connection. It also helps to give us a nice amount of energy physically. Especially if we feel like we've been run down lately, this can help replenish those stores. And it's also thought to help direct healing exactly where it most needs to go. And as such, it's been used for decades as a gift for people with cancer, with the intention and the hope that it helped direct all of the healing that they're getting to where it could be most useful. So we're going to bring this in too, and I'll just put them opposite one another. There we go. And good luck with finding a job. All the best. Sylvia, stressed and mentally tired. The rutilated quartz can help. The stress, definitely green calcite and shungite are great for stress. They help they can help break it up and move it out. I'm so sorry you're struggling, and I'm glad you're here. Mood elevation, definitely. For the ankle you broke last year, for manifesting financial abundance, we have citrine and we have pyrite here. Healing for ankle, I'll definitely bring in howlite. I think we got the other ones covered, but let's bring in some support for skeleton and joints. Let's do howlite. This is all about joints and bones. Whether you've got breaks or dislocations, this is a great stone. It also helps with anger, frustration. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, white howlite is thought of as a teeth, bones, and hair kind of stone. It definitely is thought to help with supporting the bones, the bony structure, and it's thought to help with absorbing calcium. Of course, there's nothing to prove that. But I do have osteopenia, osteoporosis, and I work with this, and I take my supplements, and I do all the things I can. But this is definitely linked with the joints. As far as stability too, this can be really helpful for stability. So this is howlite. I hope that helps your ankle. There we go. Fertility, definitely carnelian and unakite. Love, carnelian, and moonstone. Heart and soul healing, there's a lot of them, but especially tourmalinated quartz. So let me know if there's anything else you want me to add, Fawn. Virginia, need help with being patient with yourself and letting go of what you can't control. Absolutely. When we come to letting go of what we can't control, amethyst is a great stone. So this is 2 pieces of amethyst. This definitely helps with owning our commitments and not taking on the commitments of others, like letting people take care of themselves. This is also a stone very linked with 12 steps, which is a specific type of addiction and compulsion recovery, because they put a lot of onus on owning what's yours, not taking on other things, not being overly stressed about things you can't control anyway, etc. So this is very helpful for that. Also, with any kind of self-improvement you might be doing, if you tend to be a little mean to yourself or go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. This reminds you, hey, you're making better choices now. You're making changes now. It's okay. Be kind to yourself. So we have some amethyst there. And for patience, I want to bring in dumortierite, which also helps anger and tidiness. This one helps ligaments and tendons as well. So if there's any of those in your ankle that are acting up, Fawn, this could be helpful. But yeah, patience, tidiness, improving things that seem hopeless, chaotic energy, and also for standing up for yourself. Dumortierite kind of covers all of it. So yeah, this can be great for standing up for yourself when you need to stand up for yourself, and also letting go and having some patience when it's not time for you to speak up and say something. So I'm going to put these in. So all the best to you, Virginia. And then we're going to get to Chris's requests. They deplete your energy more than cause pain. Gotcha, Jennifer. It's 4:44. It certainly is. Vincent, I hope you're doing well. Anything for stress would be good. Thank you. Also, some garnet, Larimer, and opal. You got it. So garnet, we already have some Larimer. This is fire opal. There's some fire opal in here. And basically, this stone is very sacred to the shamans. This is seen as a stone that can help cloak you or hide you if you're, say, doing good work and you don't want to catch the attention of ne'er-do-wells or people who would thwart your good works or anybody just negative or that has it out for you. So yeah, this is helpful to kind of keep you cloaked from those who you just don't need to be working with right now. Oh, Susan, hello. I'm so glad you're doing well. T, it's good to see you too. Susan, we put some shungite around. We mentioned you and getting better from surgery, so we hope you're doing well. I'm going to take this piece of fire opal and actually place it here. There we go. And garnet, this is organization, creativity, courage, and organization. It's just a matter of getting things together, having your ducks in a row so that you can do the things that are important. It helps you to see new ways of doing things based on just what's most practical and sustainable, not so much what you've always done. So this helps you to think out of the box a little bit. It also helps you to feel a little bit more stronger and balanced in times of change. So we'll bring this in. Yeah, definitely keep us posted, Lori. Okay, it is good to see you, Susan. Susan, we have howlite and we have shungite here. I'm also going to bring in some emerald. This also helps heal skin and tissue. For those of you with lung issues, this is perfect. This also helps with that. It's also great for helping you build back your sense of, or build up in the first place, your sense of pride in your appearance. Badly from allergies? Yeah, you're not the only one. I'm so sorry, Greg. We do have a bunch of allergy stones out. We have rhodonite, we have aventurine. There were a bunch of other ones that worked with allergies too. Yeah, but rhodonite and aventurine we have in for that. Yeah, keep me posted. Hey, good to see you. But yeah, I'm so sorry, Greg. I was suffering with them a little bit and I was able to get my hands on some medication. I usually don't get bad allergies anymore. I suffered like crazy when I was little. But I did a protocol with an herbalist some years ago and it greatly reduced my allergies. It's not perfect, but there's only a few days a year where I really need something to help. And I had to actually like bite the bullet and go get some of the over-the-counter stuff, which I'm sure most of it will expire long before I use it, like the last bottle and the bottle before, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, allergy season is very much underway for those of us in the northeastern US. So this is emerald, and like I said, great for breathing, great for everything in the chest to help you with breathing, also great for healing skin and tissue. I'm gonna bring in, let's see. We've got amethyst, hematite, peridot, iolite, rutilated. Some herkimer. We have labradorite, blue kyanite. I have sapphire. Aragonite. We have rose quartz. We have carnelian. We have pyrite. We have moonstone. We have pink tourmaline. Got it. Okay. So definitely bringing in some herkimer. This helps with manifesting. And it also helps with being in the present moment, which is so important anytime we're manifesting. But this is also great for balancing energies as well as helping with intuition and metabolism. So herkimer diamond. Blue kyanite reminds us that we are beautiful and lovable just as we are. And it helps us to really feel that and resonate with that. It also helps with understanding intuitive messages. And it helps with certain types of neurological issues, particularly those around mobility and speech. So that is blue kyanite. Sapphire is great for channeling. It's also great for connecting with your angels. And it's on a physical level, it's thought to be helpful for the thyroid, the eyes, the ears, dementia, for those caring for people with dementia, and for the individual struggling with it, and for speedy justice. So lots of love to everybody this could be helpful for. And last but not least, we have some aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. This is two types of calcite together. The blue is most helpful with the soul star chakra, which is above the head and crown. And that's where we have stored all of the highest potentials of what we could achieve. And of course, this is always changing and upgrading. This helps to keep it balanced and up to date and helps us to feel in alignment with it. That's almost like a North Star that guides us on our spiritual journey. The brown and tan is the aragonite. That's more in line with the Earth Star chakra. That's beneath the root chakra, and that encompasses all of our actions moving forward, that they be in alignment with our greater spiritual purpose. So it's sort of like putting the rubber to the road in that sense. Having both of these can help us to be guided intuitively and show up in accordance with that. It also helps to balance places in between, including the Kundalini flow which is dormant at the base of the spine, and any other type of like chakra rebalancing that you might want to do. So bring this in. Awesome. And I think we have everything else on your list. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have bad reactions to the over-the-counter meds, and there's side effects to everything. But yeah, it is definitely the toughest allergy season that you've seen. I totally agree with that. Oh, good stuff, Jennifer. And tea with like some kyanite, celestite, and blue calcite too. Okay, cool. We've got, do we have blue calcite out? We have green calcite, so I'll get blue calcite and celestite. We have both kinds of kyanite. So celestite and blue calcite. Okay. Celestite is very angelic. It helps us to connect with our angels and with our own higher wisdom. It also helps us with discerning what's a thought and what's a fear, as well as helps to improve our experience with physical pain. So I'll bring this in. I'm gonna balance out the Larimer. And we'll put another piece. Oop, oop, making a mess. And blue calcite, this is one of my two, I guess, emotional first aid crystals. This is one that helps deeply soothe emotional pain, helps to verbalize what's going on, and can help bring about healing even with revelations and clarity. It's almost like it helps you if you're like just at almost like a breaking point. This can help. It's almost like it breaks the glass and it's like, all right, Spirit, if you have any guidance for me, and it can really come down when you're working with this stone. It's also great for making decisions when you don't quite feel ready, but you have to, and you feel overwhelmed and pressed upon. But yeah, it's when emotional well-being is just, spinning and you're trying to grab hold of everything. This is a stone to work with to help you verbalize what's going on, help you understand, and help you kind of step into the current with whatever it is. So let's go ahead and put this. There we go. We'll put that there. And we're going to put rather than putting a bunch of little ones around, I'm going to put two large ones on either side. Oh, then you won't see them. Let's see. These are some larger blue calcites. Let's go ahead and put that in the center. And where should we put the fuchsite? That's what we'll do. There we go. I think that's good. Normally we would go to this point. Oh, what's which stone is this? This is blue calcite, and right before I did blue calcite, I did celestite. And celestite's the one that had to do with angels. It's the really small light blue. Is that the one you were asking about? Yeah, this is celestite. Connects with the angels. Blue calcite is the other one that I just put down. I have calcite available on the website, but also for what it's worth, this is my biggest calcite. Absolutely love it. It's like a big open geode. It looks like a dinosaur egg. Oh, cool. So I think we are ready. Sometimes at this point, We dive into, I pick a couple of stones, you vote on them, and that's super fun. But I have a hard cutoff at 5:30 because I'm teaching my Reiki 2 class this evening. And so we're going to go ahead. I'll have you help me lift the energy by popping into the comment section and or the live chat rather, and type anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. And that'll help lift the energy. While you all do that, if you don't mind hitting the like button, please do. It really helps. I'm going to explain what Reiki is and a little what to expect for anyone that's new. And then I'm going to turn the lights down, turn the music up, and start sending you some Reiki. And welcome in, heart. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, I'm so glad to have you. My name is Danielle. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you would like to learn all of the things that I'm doing today, and yes, you can absolutely learn everything that I'm doing today, go ahead and check out my website for more information about my live online Reiki certification courses. Or you can also learn more about one-on-one distance healing sessions and tarot readings with me, as well as shop my crystals. So learnreikiphiladelphia.com or the links in the description. So the style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki, and that's the most common type of Reiki that you'll see in the West. It's named after this particular method's founder, Mikao Usui, and he created this system in the early 1920s in Japan. It is deeply spiritual, but absolutely secular, and that's a big part of why it resonates with us so much in the West. So the very concept of what energy is that sort of builds the foundation for Usui's methods can be found in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And in Shintoism, everything has a soul, everything and everyone. So the trees, the ground, the animals, all the people, we all have a soul. And all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. When we talk about that interlinkage, there's an additional set of forces at play that are provided by spirit, however you understand that to be. And one of those energies is considered best for soul. So spiritually guided soul energy or life energy is what Reiki is usually translated to in the West. So we have access to this energy all the time. It's flowing through all of us all the time. Even so, many of us are unaware of it. It's not something we have a cultural reference point to, and it's not something that we might be able to parse out from however we view our regular life experience. But essentially, this energy is always running through us, and it helps support us on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels all the time. As I work today, what I'll be doing is taking Usui's methods for connecting with that source energy and directing more of it to all of you, wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this, because it works either way. And as that flows, your body, mind, and spirit will automatically know what to do with that energy and help you to come to a bigger sense of balance and harmony in your life. So as I'm sending you this Reiki, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may have an opportunity to think things through and process things in a way that you haven't been able to before. Or you may have a sudden clarity or a moment of epiphany or something along those lines, or a spiritual moment. Or it could be any combination thereof, maybe or maybe not, with a nap. Isn't that lovely? But the one thing that's important to know is that during this session, one, it can't do any harm, and two, you can do whatever you want on your end. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can simply sit or lie down. You can close your eyes if you want to. But also, if you feel like you want to move around, stretch, bend, journal, anything else for that matter, go for it. There's nothing you have to do on your end to receive it except have an open heart and mind. So wherever you happen to be listening to this, whenever you happen to have found it, it's going to support your greater well-being. You'll feel better after, and you'll feel better during. As I send this Reiki to all of you, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. They will not flash or strobe. And I will turn up the music. And if you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, her link is at the bottom of the description below. And of course, the links to my website and all the stuff about me is linked in the description below as well. I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times, with all of this healing and building crystal grids. So go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on if you don't want to miss an opportunity. But if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, you can always join me live or simply enjoy what you're watching here. Those of you who are here live, if you ever do feel like you need a healing and I'm not live, go ahead back to the healing live stream playlist, and there's almost 300 videos for you to enjoy. You can pick out which one feels right by glancing at the crystal grids in the thumbnail. You'll just know the right one. There's no wrong one. So I will send this healing to you for 25 minutes, and at that point you'll hear my voice calling you back in, inviting you to take a few deep breaths, and then I'll reopen the chat. You'll be able to ask any questions that you have or share any experiences that you felt were impactful. So let's go ahead and get right into the healing. Ooh, that came out pretty. Let's see how it looks a little bit bigger. There we go. Oh, that came out really nice. Yeah, the celestite and Larimer work really well with the blue calcite. This is so pretty. Well done, everyone. And thank you for all the love in the chat. And all the love in general. I totally felt all of that lift. Awesome. Good to see everyone. Okay, let's go ahead, get comfy. I'm going to turn those lights down. I'm going to send some healing to you, and we are going to have an awesome rest of the day. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already liked the stream, please consider doing so, and I will see you in 25 minutes. Oh, there we go. Thank you, T. Everyone, welcome back. When you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly start to come back to your body. You can wiggle your fingers and toes if you need. And if you have any questions or anything to share, I invite you to go ahead and do that in the chat now. Thank you, Patty and Key. And thank you for letting me know the mic was muted, everybody. Appreciate that. No, it wasn't your computer, it was me. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you feel better. Oh, you're welcome, T. I'm so glad you were here. Yeah, this hasn't been an easy week. It has been pretty emotional for a lot of folks. Yes, healing, peace, and love to you too, Heart. You're welcome, W. Thank you, Fawn. I'm so glad. Thank you all so much for being here. So tomorrow is Thursday. I will not be here as usual. I will be here twice on Friday at 4 and 8 p.m. Tomorrow there might be a little bit of a surprise posted. Just keep your eye on YouTube. Make sure that you have your notifications turned on. And if you haven't already signed up for my email newsletter, there is a link in the description. There will be some big sales going on through the summer that I'll only be putting out on my email list. So if you want to sign up for things, if you enjoy signing up for things like that, go right ahead. It's there. You can always unsubscribe. It has been a tough week. Yeah, I hope the rest of the week treats all of you well too. Well, with that, I better get going. My Reiki 2 class is awaiting. You guys are wonderful. I love how you cheer each other on. I absolutely love it. It makes me so happy to be here. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to take my leave with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. So take care of yourselves. I do hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.